Hey everybody, John the Other here, obviously. And my last video got a few people a little bit worked up, as I every once in a while do by accident. But I got one comment that I find so entertaining that I have to read it to you, okay? Now, I'll give you a little background before I read this. Janet Bloomfield, who that's a screen name, is a person who works with AVFM, as you probably know, judgy bitch. I don't know if she still works for them or with them because I don't pay attention to them anymore. But anyway, her real name isn't Janet Bloomfield, it's Andrea something, okay? And I have called her Andrea before in videos and I think in comments as well. But I don't know, like a year and a half ago, I got a Skype message from her, which took me by surprise because it was after my parting of the ways with my former friends at AVFM. And she was saying, "Did you dox me, John, to a bunch of feminists?" Meaning, did I provide her full name and details and address and I guess her husband's name too and where he works, which wasn't information that I had. But anyway, asking me if I was the source of information for feminists at Radfem Hub, I think it is, who wrote an article outing a bunch of her personal information. And I had never heard of that article, although I certainly knew about Radfem Hub. And I said, no, of course I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And we had a conversation by Skype, and it was one of these weird kind of, I'm really concerned, and I don't believe you're a bad guy, John, but I just want to know, and I'm glad you told me. And it was like one of these fake concern, fake friendly conversations, and I eventually got quite impatient with that conversation. I told her, why don't you just stop talking to me? And then she deleted my Skype contact, and I could see that it went to blocked. So I took her out of my Skype list as well. And I haven't spared a thought since, until this comment, which just showed up on my video, and I'm going to read it to you in full. It's on the screen now. Don't let your ego interfere, which is what I said in my video. This from the guy who ran crying to radical feminists, she means the Radfem Hub people who doxed her, after a fight with Paul Elam, giving them all my personal information, or at least all he had, meaning he, meaning me. John Hembling, that's me, is the person who doxed me, but rather than own it, he went to one of the most radical feminists on the internet and gave her my personal information, including my husband's name and where he works. The feminists carried out a letter-writing campaign to try to get him fired, her judgy bitch's husband. It didn't work, but they would not have known where to look if not for John. Oh, of course, it was me, right? Please talk to me about ethics and strategy and ego. Please do. Well, Janet, you're full of shit. I mean, I'm not debating that you got doxed. I've been doxed a bunch of times too. I'm telling you you're full of shit when you say I did it. That's fucking stupid. If I had a fight with Elam, why the fuck would I dox you? Assuming I would have doxed you anyway over a fight. I have doxed people before when they were committing crimes, when they were engaged in things that led to violence. But over a disagreement, over something as frivolous as being booted off a website, yeah, oh, sure, I was a little worked up at the time about that. Why the fuck would I dox you, Janet? You idiot. Why would I go after you if I was mad at Paul? That doesn't make any sense. And I don't know, do you actually believe this, or are you just, like, flapping in the wind? Anyway, that's probably the most entertaining comment I've seen in weeks. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and have a lovely day.